Can you live to buy another blank? Many years ago, I was in a car accident. Gunmen invaded the taxi I was traveling in, and in order to disobey the gunmen's instructions, the driver crashed the vehicle. Shots were fired, someone was shot, blood was on my clothes. It was a traumatic experience, one that I would say let sleeping dogs lie. Why did I share the story with you? I want to focus on the aftermath of the accident and the counsel I got, and that I will share with you today. After the accident, a driver I ran out of the car was the last to leave the vehicle. A driver, a Christian driver, took my bag and my phone and gave it to the police officers on the scene, a particular one. When we were at the station, I got my bag, but I did not get my phone. What I want you to know is at that time, it was a very, very expensive phone. It wasn't mine. It was a loaner because my phone was giving some issues. And a friend of mine got a brand new phone from his sister overseas, and he lent me the phone until I would bring it back in a week for him to give me my repaired phone. The police officer who got the phone and the bag insisted that he did not get a phone. The driver, who was a Christian who took up my phone from the scene and my bag, insisted that he gave the police officer my phone and my bag. A witness insisted that he saw the driver giving the police officer my phone and my bag. Obviously, the supervisor for the station, I don't remember if he was an inspector, he was upset and he was adamant that I should press charges against this police officer. So the driver who gave the police officer for the phone, he was willing to come forward. The witness was willing to come forward. And the supervisor for the station was adamant that he was not going to work with any thief. He had to weed him out. So he asked me to write a report and so on, and to press charges against this police officer. And that's when, to quiet out the noise, I called for counsel. One of the wisest person who I knew at the time was my manager. And so I called her. And during the conversation, she said to me, "Can you live to buy another phone?" And I was there rambling on about the situation. She said, "No, no, I asked you a question. Can you live to buy another phone?" And I said, "Yes, miss." And she said, "Well, buy another one." I said, "Okay." I called the supervisor from the station. Obviously, he was disappointed that I left the matter. And perhaps some of you would say you would push the situation, but this is Jamaica, and that was Jamaica at the time. And you know what can happen if you cause a police officer to lose his job. And cause is in quotes because it's not really you, or it's not you who would have caused the police officer to lose his job. It would be him, but it would be deemed that way. Now, just to say to you that I'm not saying that all Jamaican police are bad. In fact, I am very fortunate to say that 99.9% of them that I've met are professionals, intelligent, wonderful police officers. And I'm going to give some testimonies of the experience that I've had with Jamaican police officers. And I'm not even saying that this one who took the phone was bad either. I know that people make error in judgment, and perhaps this is one time where he made this error in judgment. I don't remember who he was, I don't remember his name, anything like that. It was a long time ago. But I asked my manager, and she said I should leave it. And so I left it. Now, I just want to share a passage of scripture with you. It comes from Proverbs 11, verse 14. It says, Proverbs 11, verse 14, where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. So why did I share this story with you? I share it with you because some of you may be going through certain things with family members, whether it's over land or whether it's over a vehicle or something simple as a phone. I'm asking you the question, can you live to buy another blank? The worst thing about losing your life over trivial matters or anything for that matter is that sometimes it happens when you least expect it. And sometimes it happens from the person you least expect to do it. So whether it is a family member or a co-worker or even a friend, I'm just sharing this with you that you can consider getting another blank. Some things you just need to let go. Since that accident or that incident with the phone, it has been many, many years. I don't remember one person, not even the superintendent. I remember the taxi driver, the Christian one, because I know him from a certain place. I don't remember the superintendent. I don't even remember how the phone looked, so how long it was. And just to say to you that since then, I've had several different phones. Phones that I believe are more expensive, phones that I can't even use because I'm using another. So I'm just saying, consider letting it go. Again, Proverbs 11, verse 14 says, Proverbs 11, verse 14, where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. What am I saying to you? If you have an issue, seek counsel. That's my time for today. My name is Patrice. Be blessed, stay blessed, and be a blessing to others. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.